Welcome to the PharmaVOICE 100 one-on-one video series with Taryn Groen.
Al, congratulations on being named a 2020 Red Jacket honoree.
Thanks, Taryn.
And thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to join us for our 2020 24-hour celebration marathon.
I'm rested up. I'm ready.
Excellent. Al, throughout your career, people have called you the caring warrior. Why does this moniker resonate with you?
Yeah, I think that it resonates. It kind of just stuck to me. It was one of my bosses many years ago. It might have been 25 or 30 years ago. Coined me that phrase when I was running a sales force at the time. He just made it up one day. And he said, to really understand Al, he's a caring warrior. So he always viewed me as an intense competitor, because I do like competing. I do like winning. But at the same time that I kind of cared about people, and it's always became a bit of a moniker. And then the more I thought about it, it's a real leadership challenge. Like, how can you be intense and competitive and still care about people and do things in an honorable way? So it's kind of become more of a motto in the way I try to lead organizations now. So, but it's stuck at a national sales meeting, I think it was.
I love it, and I think it's perfectly described you. And I also know it really has helped form some of your philosophies around mentoring and leadership. So tell me about why it's so important for you to mentor that next generation of leaders.
Yeah, I think it really comes down to paying it forward. When I reflect now, I'm getting to the point in my career, I guess I'm being more reflective, and I'm at that point in my life. And I think back and say, well, how did I get here? And then it always comes down to probably a handful of great mentors at different stages of my life that guided me through tough decisions and transitions I was making, either in my personal or professional life. So I said, well, if they did it for me, it's time for me to do it to other people. So I think that's been a valuable tool, for me to use, in building organizations. And I feel very comfortable doing that. I feel very comfortable asking still to be mentored. I mean, I still reach out to people and ask for help. And so it's an idea of paying it forward. And I just love it. I just love the honesty and just be able to pull somebody aside and say, hey, you might want to think about it this way. And you're not telling them what to do. You just give them advice. It's free. They can take it or leave it.
And absolutely. And paying it forward is not just what you do in your professional life, but you also do it personally through some of the organizations you're involved with. Tell me about the Trenton Soup Kitchen.
Yeah, I was introduced to them many years ago. My two daughters actually volunteered there when they were young, and they had to do some community service. So they've always kind of been in my sight. And then a very dear friend was on their board, and he asked me to come and see the soup kitchen at a fundraiser. And it just swept me off my feet. From the first day I went there, really understood, because they have a philosophy of dignity, first of all, with our patrons. And you could walk in and we'd serve you. No questions asked. It's a safe haven for folks. And you see a lot of working moms, that need some help. And then they have an art program. We have an art program. Now I should say we. We have an art program. We have other, programs that really help the patrons, in their lives. And then you realize that this is just a great organization. And a lot of time people just need a little helping hand to get from point A to point B. So it started with, that fundraiser. Then I joined the board, and now I've been the chairman for a number of years. And it's been some tough times. I mean, recently, to keep the soup kitchen open during COVID, we're at record high meals. We're opening up satellites for what we call the Newport and some areas of Mercer County. So it's just a labor of love, and I just go there and I just say, this is what life's all about. And then it has a tie to work. I'm running a women's healthcare company, and a lot of our patrons are women, working moms. And so I said, it just feels good. It feels good, and it's just a calling right now. And I love the organization, but my goal would be someday I hope it goes bankrupt, and meaning we don't need it anymore. But unfortunately we need it more than ever with what's going on with COVID and unemployment in New Jersey. I didn't mean to bankrupt it. To put it out of business. We don't need it anymore.
Right, exactly. That it becomes a naturally extinct for a good reason. So
Exactly.
That's awesome, Al. Thank you so much for spending some time with us, and congratulations again. And thank you for all you do for the industry.
Oh, thank you. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the celebration. So thanks for having me involved. I appreciate it. And thanks for all the good work you do for our industry. So thank you.
For more PharmaVoice 100 content, visit www.pharmavoice100.com.